Look, I've got a thing here, and I think I know what's inside of it, but it's just a little smaller than I expected. But that's okay. Let's open it up with a laser, if we can. Eye protection. Fortunately, the laser works better on things that are dark colored since they absorb the heat better. All right, my laser died, and I don't know where the charger is. It was a good option. I mean, maybe it was not a good option. Here's what we've got: ugly books, made in the USA. I should have read the dimensions because then they wouldn't have been smaller than I expected. 48 unruled pages. Beauty has no rules. I bought these because they were advertised to me on Instagram, okay? Over and over and over again, they just beat my head in with ads. And I thought, fine, I guess I'll just try them out eventually. Basically, the thing, I don't know why they call them ugly books. Maybe they're fishing for compliments. And basically what I did, they have a bunch of different colors on their website. But then I went and, I kind of get overwhelmed by options and choices sometimes. So I just did the option they have where you can just do like a random grab bag. It's like, you don't have to choose. So check it out. This is a brown and reddish pinkish one. That's pretty cool. They're all two-tone like this, a color on the cover and a different color inside. It's like pink and light blue on the inside. I don't know what color you call this, cyan maybe. And then orange and pink or peach or something. So those are pretty cute. And they have, I don't know, I'm not really here to advertise for ugly books. I just wanted to try them, They're not scratch and sniff. Too bad. I think you can get like a 3-pack like this for like $20, $25, which I can't tell if that's a good deal or not. The pages, the paper feels like a step or two above construction paper. I don't know. Let's do some drawing. We could see how some Ohuhu like alcohol markers work in them. I have a feeling it's going to bleed through, like bleed a lot based on how the paper feels. But then maybe colored pencils are a better option to mix with the color of the paper, right? Because there's no bleeding with colored pencils. Yeah, you can see it's kind of feathering and bleeding a lot. It's not the greatest feeling to have with these markers. And it's also the sign that it'll use up your markers very quickly. But then again, that's what art supplies are for, being used up. It went through this page and onto the page behind. So not the greatest paper for markers. But on the other hand, maybe they seem to feel pretty good with a colored pencil, So maybe that's a good option. You just kind of play around and see, which colored pencils work good and feel good with the color that you've got here. You can try with complementary colors, with, I don't know, all the names, parallel colors, parsley colors, performatory colors. I don't know, some things work, some things don't. There's a weird thing that's going on with my local slugs. They get together sometimes, have a little powwow, and they decide that sometimes on late summer evenings, they're going to hang out on my trash can. The one I have outside that I put my trash bags in and then roll out to the side of the road when the trash truck comes to dump it in the top of the trash truck. There's some communal agreement they all have. I think they say, hey, it's a nice summer evening. Let's go sit maybe under the lip of the trash can where Peter won't see us when he comes to roll out the trash can. Let's go sit on the handle of the trash can where he's going to put his hand in the dark and wonder what that squishy thing is, and it will be us under his hand, and we will freak him out. And let's kind of sit around, spaced out, equidistant on the lid of the trash can as well. Just chilling there. I think maybe they're really doing it because there's some weird phenomenon that makes the trash can like covered in like dew. It's like condensation, like during a hot day. The air inside the trash can gets hot, and then the air outside starts to cool down, and then something weird is happening in the evenings. If there's the right meteorological conditions, there's like moisture all over the trash cans, and then of course slugs like that. Of course, I don't know why that's an of course, but for some reason slugs like weird little moist things like wet trash cans, and I don't know. They don't like. You never see slugs in the desert, chilling out in the driest spots they can find. They like wet areas, and for some reason sometimes my trash can is wet, and several times now I have gone out to take the trash can out to the side of the road late at night before I go to bed and have been freaked out by the amount of slugs. I mean, we've seen slugs travel. They don't set land speed records very often, and I feel bad for them because, I don't know how long it took them to get all the way up to the top of my trash can, and then I roll it out to the side of the road after being freaked out by putting my hand on them, and I'm like, well, I don't know how long, like, they're out by the side of the road now, like, have I displaced them? Have I moved them into a new slug neighborhood, a new slug country? Do they ever find their way home? I don't know how far a slug travels typically in its life if it doesn't catch a ride on a trash can out to the side of the road. Like, do slugs usually stay in the same, 10 square feet? Or do they travel miles? I don't know. Has anyone ever put, a tracker on a slug? Because they put trackers on, sharks and wolves and stuff to see how far and where they roam. Do they do that with slugs ever? To see where slugs roam? It's a good question. It's probably not a good question. Maybe it's not that important. Anyways, I went to the dentist again recently. I went one day, and it turned out I had 3 cavities, small cavities. The dent for the first time, the dentist said, she said, hey, the dental hygienist isn't here, so I'll be the one cleaning your teeth. And it was some kind of weird. It was nice to have more attention from the dentist. I'm seeing this girl now who says she loves the dentist because it's like she feels taken care of there, pampered. I feel like the dentist is some kind of torture usually. Just like the tiny power. They have every type of power tool. I feel like they have a tiny version of it that is slightly more higher pitched and more whiny, and they grind it into your teeth, and then they dig into your gums and stuff, and it's probably my fault for not brushing well enough or something. Anyways, they were grinding and whirring and digging away, and I got complimented for how well I was cleaning my teeth, but also at the same time told I had cavities, But then my dentist also told me it's just like, hey, it's also just part of getting older. And she also told me that it was because I had braces. She's like, I noticed that a lot of people, when they had braces when they were kids, like a lot of that weakens like the enamel on your teeth. Because also when kids get braces, like they don't, they're not that great at like brushing and flossing and stuff like that. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe she was just trying to be nice. So then she told me I had cavities, and I came back one day later and paid a huge amount of money to get these holes in my teeth filled and needles stuck into my gums, and it's just not a fun time. But you hear that? That's my teeth. Got the holes in my teeth filled, and it's all better now. And I'm, every time that happens, it's just another little reminder to keep brushing and flossing. I mean, flossing is the part that I like the least out of tooth care. But also, I think I'm doing better. Like, I don't eat as many sugary foods. I think that, like, your diet can affect it as well, right? Like eating a lot of candy, just having sugar sitting around in your mouth, on your teeth, I think contributes to cavities a lot as well. And I might have like a little pastry in the morning or something, but I'm not like sitting around drinking a lot of sugary soda or eating candy or, I don't know what people, I'm mostly worried like maybe the coffee that I drink will stain my teeth, but I guess there's a difference between staining and getting cavities. I don't know. Teeth freak me out. Dentists aren't a good time for me. I don't like it, okay? And then I have all these other memories of when I was little, because I used to be, I'm already kind of a mouth breather, but I used to be more of a mouth breather because I couldn't breathe through my nose. I only had like 20% like throughput in my nose. I mentioned this before, and then I had surgery in my nose to, I had like a deviated septum. I had it straightened out. It's like the septum is like the wall between your two nasal cavities. I had it straightened out so I could breathe a little better. I had my, I don't know, these two little things in the back of your nose. They're like nose tonsils. I can't remember what they're called. Oh yeah, adenoids. I had those taken out. I still am not a great nose breather, but I'm up from like 20% breathability to like 60% breathability, and it's just so much nicer now to be able to at least I'm able to breathe through my nose when I'm at the dentist, because it used to be I had to figure out some way to breathe through my mouth while they were doing all this stuff in my mouth, and it was almost impossible. Because if you've ever been in this situation, because they have all these tools in your mouth first of all, and then they're like grinding, and you're lying on your back, and all these like spit and stuff and who knows what else is like gathering down in the back of your throat, and you're like trying to swallow and breathe, and you're like kind of, it adds to the like weird torture aspect of your like, maybe that's why I dislike the dentist so much, is that I had to be a mouth breather while they were working on my mouth. I don't know. All right, I'll stop complaining about the dentist now. I'm very thankful for the level of dental care that I'm able to have. Okay, I am very thankful. I'm not trying to complain about that. I'm glad that all my teeth are still in my mouth and that I'm able to eat and I'm not in great pain. So thankful. All right. And these books are pretty cool. It was fun to play around with the different colors, and some colors work better than others. And sometimes I tried to mix in a little bit of pencil with the colored pencils, or a little bit of pen. It was fun experimentation. I might come back to these. They're called ugly books, if you didn't gather that already. Some ugly drawings for ugly books. Definitely fishing for compliments. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you later. Thanks for letting me trauma dump and complain about the dentist. And see you later. Goodbye. Okay, see you.